Why are most estate agents rubbish at social media? Today I'm joined by the wonderful social media guru of Property Mart, Natalie Barton. Natalie, you are digital officer, whatever one of those is. And why are estate agents so bad at social media? Why do they all look the same? Talk to me.
Well, Chris, I mean,
Listing, listing,
oh,
listing, listing, pie chart, listing, 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 listing. I mean, testimonial, listing.
yeah.
Look, you know, look how big our willies are. That all the sort of stuff.
Yes. I mean, we've talked before. Social media, especially, gives you the power to project what you want to project.
The only reason you came on the radar of Property Mart was your exceptional social media. So, that was a very good choice because you got it.
Yes, because I wanted to have the conversations around the industry rather than, oh, here's a house and here's another house. Oh, well, look at this house
Listing,
on this
listing,
street.
listing.
It's,
Why are they so bad?
I mean, some of them are done really, really well. There's some really sexy listings out there as well.
Don't get me wrong, yeah.
But you need the branding. People don't, if you're going to sell your house, you want to know the people that are going to sell it. It's not bricks and mortar. We all know it's not bricks and mortar when you work in property. It's relationships, it's trust, it's knowing the people.
Or we could list sold, listing, sold,
Oh,
listing, sold.
I hate the sold as well. Like, what good
Or
is that doing?
okay.
Just like, oh, this
Oh,
is what we.
they shout when they've exchanged, but not when they've completed. They're like saying, "I've just been paid on this." Yes.
Yes.
Just,
And then like it's back on the market because it's all fallen
no, no,
through.
no, no. It's exchange when it's exchanged.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
I find it fascinating that agents shout when they've exchanged and not when they've completed.
Or they'll always go, oh, and here are our buyers. We're celebrating our buyers. They're not the people who've paid your money. Celebrate your sellers because they're the ones who've paid your
Make sure you get a cheap bottle of prosecco from Morrison's. Okay, let's come back to the original
Sorry,
question. No, don't
sorry.
worry. No,
Why is it always the same?
why do we?
Exactly.
We're like cookie cutters.
We know that people don't make the decisions like that on the impulse. They make decisions months in advance.
Okay.
So if you can go on social media and you can talk to a wider audience within your hyperlocal market.
Yes. So
As
you're from
people-
Kings Lynn. So
Yes.
if I was an estate agent in Kings Lynn, 100% of Kings Lynn homeowners live in Kings Lynn.
Well, not, but a large
Yes,
proportion of them do.
owner occupied.
And obviously, social media can spread farther and wider.
Yes,
but
it
if you
can.
focus on
Okay.
your local
But what are we going? Okay. The variable of success is the content, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And showing people. Because
Well, no, that's part of that. So let's get down to nitty gritties. What type of content should agents be chucking out?
they should be talking about what's going on in the local market. What
Local house prices, rents.
house prices, rents, what are the issues that people
Yes.
in the local market are facing? Because they can be different all over the place.
Yes.
If you look at, I mean, I'm Kings Lynn, West Norfolk. We come in east of England and you get figures through for east of England and you're like, well, they don't actually tally with anything here because our market is very different compared with Cambridge, compared with Norwich, compared with the North Norfolk coast, for example. So it was very, very variable. But you know, because you're in it every day. So talk about the things, the conversations.
So talk about the Kings Lynn property market to
Yes.
Kings Lynn people. Talk about Kings Lynn and the troubles of Kings Lynn.
Absolutely.
People to Kings Lynn people. Talk about Kings Lynn stories to Kings Lynn people.
Yes. What, and we're very tight knit.
But am I not checking my listings out?
No, because people love seeing themselves reflected, don't they? But when you go to talk to anybody, you can walk in a room as an estate agent, or they might go, oh, I'm an estate agent, because we have that. Oh.
Yes.
But then people want to know. They want to
Also,
know
what's happening in the
what's
property
happening in the market. How much is my
So
house?
why don't
now?
agents talk about that?
I don't know, Chris. They should. They honestly should.
Well,
if there are conversations that you're having face to face with people, either specifically because somebody's come to you and they've got an issue, but somebody else has come to you with a similar issue, why not talk about that and say, this is happening? Or if
kind of like, are you a Kings Lynn homeowner and you're worried about this? Here is a potential solution.
absolutely, because
Sounds so simple.
So it is simple though, isn't
And
it? It's
then,
not rocket
and then
science.
finding out, and then, did you know house prices in King's Lynn have gone up by 26%, whilst in nearby Cromer they've only gone up by 12%.
Absolutely. And
That's
what are the
interesting.
reasons for that? Or where are the demands? Actually, if you do you want to be a landlord of a 2-bed property? Who's your audience? Where do you want to be? That was one of the big topics that we have because we have the hospital, we have a lot of workers come in. So if you're on this estate, you are guaranteed a market of good quality, credible applicants. So here's where you want to buy, for example.
Absolutely bang on. And a big thing that I think a lot of agents go wrong with, especially Facebook, is that they just post it on their own Facebook page. And the only people that will see that is people who've liked your page, which is you and your mum. So
If your mum's a landlord investor, you're winning. But
I think the big one, and again, if I can share a tip for the boys and girls out there in estate agency, is the only people that join Kings Lynn Facebook groups are people from
King's Lynn.
and 100% of Kings Lynn homeowners living Kings
Kings
Lynn.
Lynn.
And most landlords are from Kings Lynn living. So join the Facebook groups, but never share,
No.
never ever share into the group, post in the group.
Oh, no, exactly. So I talked to Property Mark 1 recently about social media, about building your brand. Now, there are some things you can really do that are really good. One, share the responsibility for social media with your entire team because you've got different networks, you're connected with different
Yes.
people, you're in different groups. If you've got the part-time working mum who actually does all the mother and baby groups,
Yep.
they're going to be in there. They can have those conversations.
Yes, you're right.
People also do want to protect their privacy though. So set them up with a different account that links to, if they're trepidatious especially.
Okay, but they don't have to because the stuff you chuck out as a person, you set the privacy ratings anyway.
Well, you can, but people are still, one of the biggest things I get people come to and say, oh, actually, I don't invest enough because I want to protect what people see of me. So actually having a different
But you
account.
control that
You
by
can
how
control, but
you
you can do it in different ways. But then use those accounts, have conversations. Don't go in there going, oh, again, here's another house. Look at this, this is available. Go in, have conversations, listen to people. This is my job. Listening to people is so important.
you
And
are right.
responding to their queries. It
Not
might
just,
be,
I mean, even if they're talking about dog poo not being picked up,
Yeah.
reply, in groups, do that. And again, if you're stuck with what to say, cut and paste the comment into ChatGPT.
yes.
I've seen people do this, and then this is how I teach my clients. And then you say, please respond in an empathetic way in less than 150 words. It works.
It's good, so it can save time. It doesn't have to be that labour intensive, does it? You can make it easier by sharing it with your team, by using resources at your advantage, by using third-party suppliers like Amanda O'Brien, for example, who can give you content and you can adapt it as you want, but will give you ideas as to the things that your market want to hear about, which is more than here's a listing, look at this house, we've just sold on this, aren't we good? It's so much more. And the wider your audience, the more consistent you are, the more they see you, the more that you're in their hands and on their laps. It's very intimate on social media.
Yes, because especially video, because the subconscious doesn't know the difference between meeting someone or seeing them on the screen.
No, it's exactly the same process. So it is as though they have
They're in
met
the room
you.
with you.
Yes, I get a lot of time. I go to conferences because I am very visible on social media. I walk into a conference and people are like, "Oh,
Know
but
you.
I've only seen her on
There you go.
LinkedIn." And then you
Any
talk to them
final
in
thoughts
person.
on this?
I just think people should think outside of the box. What does their market want to know? What do they want to hear? And then deliver practical, really credible advice consistently so that they build up that whole brand that will get people through the door. It's the route to listings.
Thank you for your time today, Natalie.
You're very welcome. Thank you.